to board 376468, which is the 1022 newest service. Well, let's get in. Obviously, as you can see, the train's a lot busier, so finding this seat will be a bit harder. As we walk down, you can see it's only 3, 2, 2, 3, in a 2, 2, 2, 3 arrangement. In this carriage, it's say 2, 2 configuration, when the others that we walked through was a 2, 2-2, 3. Now it's there. So once it does have shut, that is when we start the stopwatch. So as soon as the door's shut, writing station doesn't look nice, then we'll write on the. So what will happen is if we get to, what we're going to have to do is, the other service you've seen in is off to all, but it doesn't stop at Hamden Park until doing the drive switch, where the drive rushes to the end of the cab. There's the Brighton main line heading off there. You can play on that a little bit on southern services if you're going in and out of Lovers Walk Depot. We can't go to Preston Park yet. That'll be coming in a month or so. Already a minute in. What do you think? Sorry about the rushed intro. I'm sorry about the rushed intro, but I had to rush the intro so we could get this train, because my plan was to get a Lewis service, then get a Eastbourne service / Seaford service, then the other one would then contradict. It's crucial we are timing how long it takes. As soon as you can see, it's a hell of a lot busier now that rush hour's here, which is thankful. Got another one speed as well, as we haven't done this on. I have done it before, but not on this channel. It was on the older channel. The reason I do them live is because I only have an hour of recording, unless I do stop, and I want to have you guys proving that actually this time it actually takes. So that you guys have to watch the whole thing. I reckon it's going to be about 2.5 hours. Then when we do stop the stopwatch, then I'll go through a little bit of a why I wanted to do it on that, and see if you guys can beat me. Like, I recommend doing it like about 20 past 10. You're not allowed to do it on weekends, only during the week, if you're doing it in real life. But if you're doing it on Train Simulator 2, you can do it 7 days a week, because all you have to do is just go into the timetable, basically. This This has been recreated quite nicely. This train has. Like I say, this route is quite nice. If we have time at the end, I might do a Brighton Lewis route visual where we drive, where I go in cab and we not driving like a proper train driver. Do a shift at some point. They could do the 377-5 for Southeastern High Speed, or as AI, as well as the 465. So yeah, Mouse King. Station number 2. Timer. 5 minutes we've been going. I know it's already been 5 minutes and yet we got here. About 5-6 minutes and we already got here. I reckon it's going to be about hour and a half. But it's all on if you can get the connections. Like if you can get the connection to, because now I'm waiting for the next train and that. We have about 10 minutes gap. Still one like every 10 minutes. Train's getting ready to depart. Moundskin. Next stop's Falmer. Hey, are we alright, my duck? At least there's no screaming kids. That's what I want. Screaming kid randomly walking in your cab. For Train Simulator 2. That can happen. Don't get me wrong, that can I assure you it can happen. What I want on Train Simulator 2 is if you use the HUD, you have an instructor in. But if you don't, if you like me, if I'm driving, I try my best to drive without the HUD. You don't. And then you know, in the ins and outs of the train and that. So that would be fun to do. Dovetail makes it more immersive then. Look, our first train is 377-468. Yeah, 377-468. like I say, like the PIS, because then you'll be able to see that's stations it stops at. Station number 3. This is going to be number 4. It's station number 4. It's Brian's number 1. Should I say? Nobody wants to sit next to me. Oh. So yeah, sorry about not uploading as often, but my PC is playing up at the minute, so I didn't record anything. So yeah. I do not recommend doing this at night. Do it when you have all services running. Can't wait for the BML. Because then be how many trains can I ride in an hour? 6. Right on. I'm going to shut on a Seaford to Eastbourne. 2 nurses. 2. If I do it, teach, stop on that. Then I can do 6 trains. There's 12 trains an hour on East Coast Way. 6 in each direction. Oh, nice. This is to do. Yeah, I'm always happy to help. Got an idea for the British Ace, or Jazz I call them. Yeah, doing this challenge is quite nice. So what it is, East Coastway is timing. Through the East Coastway, no matter what train you get from Lewis, you're having to bounce back. Coming into Brighton, you're not Brighton Lewis. Right now, time are we on? $15 minutes. Once we go off at either Eastbourne or Seaford, depending where we are, or back at Lewis. Or the last stop. Good. Good. This is good practice for tube challenge. Didn't have to do it for me. Right. We have to go off here. Wait for our train to wherever. I do go up to Eastbourne, because I'm gonna have to get one. Yeah, I'm going up to Eastbourne. Go for Hamden Park and got onto a train going to Eastbourne. Berwick. You want to Gnoid. Did it say Gnoid? So neither one stopping at Gnoid. So we won't make it for the 11:14 no way Jose. Berwick, and we're not stopping at Gnoid. So what I need to do is go on stopping at Hamden Park and Gnoid on our way back up. You see, got Bell right here. Oh, if there's another service coming from London to Victoria, then I'll try that. What does it say? It says Ashford International. So neutral there. So gonna have to get one stopping at Gnoid. Let me go map. So can see how many stations we have to go on our way from Hamden Park. Let me go get a map. I need a map. It's collectible. Since you ain't got about 3 minutes. Obviously, if you decide on another server, if you decide to do it differently, maybe it's a bit different. If you do it at a different time of day, you may have different connections. Like, you might have a seafood service waiting for you here. Or maybe like me, where you're having to wait. Here's a map. You're blind. So you've got about 3 minutes, and that is to get all the collectibles at nearest station near all the collectibles. So I want them all. I want them all connected. Oh shit. Someone wouldn't let me pass that there. There's no use going down there. I've got to go get my train and start train indicators, get to platform. And just look. What's gonna be our 377? Start. If there's an Eastbourne one in, I'll see what time that departs and where it stops at. No, I'll stay on until Hamden Park. It's 377. 432, I believe. Yeah, 432, 377, 432. And sit with a friend. We've been on for 22 minutes. Maybe different when you do it. You might have like a seafood service, or you may have an ore service. Gotta get to the gate line where the last stop is saying like if it's going to be Seaford last stop. So gotta get to the gateway So it's when the doors open and you get the seafood, that's when the time stops. So got to get this train and wait for the train back. Seafood. Next stop. Next thing last stop. It's only one ticking line, so it could be like half hour wait. Do hope you have enjoyed so far. Now you guys probably don't like challenges, but I got a challenge for you guys. So it's till the 20th of August 2022, which will mark 2 years since Transformer 2 released. You have to complete 50 station stops on East Coast Way on the Brighton Seafood services, on the Brighton Lewis services. Lewis station number 5. Station number 6, Berwick. Then Pongate, then Eastbourne. Then at Eastbourne, it's depending if there's Brighton train in. There's Brighton one in, then obviously I'll see what time it departs and that. But if that goes as we come in, I have half an hour's wait. There's Gland. Get up to some serious speed right now. Need one that stops at Hamden Park and Gland. If I was doing this video, then probably I'd do 2 parts. So yeah. What I want to do this series of live streams are going to be in like Wood Station. Another one is on the station, stops to Southeastern High Speed. So yeah. Like I say, built this in number hours. It's not. No train. It's about 40-50 miles to street. When you add in the Seaford and Eastbourne branches, and lost the bit between Brighton and Seaford, and the bit between Lovers Walk Depot and Lovers Walk Depot. Could be coming to Berwick. Or Berwick. Let me get my controller. Someone sit down. Anyone sit back where I did before? Got 2 more services after this. So on 377432, which is quite nice. It's 432. Obviously, what I'll do is that Eastbourne, if there's Brighton service, then yeah, I'll go catch it. there isn't. TV wants to come off. I won't let it. My mind is turned. My setting done. Right. Right, at the minute it's HD. What's a HD graph? Nice changing graph. Going for 34 minutes. Stream is okay. See, there's a lot of waiting around. Until they were coming to Pongate. The middle coach always seems the right speed to come into a station unless it's a two-car train. There's nothing on the train. Got to go 2 more stops, yeah? No one will stop it. Now, with him. Thank you. Yeah. Eastgate to car services. Let's curve and straight tandem. No, we won't make it back up to Lewis for the ore service. What I want them to do is extend this route to Hastings and or then you get a bit of southeastern as well. To make use of the 375 and 376 and 465, should I say. I want him to kinda, if we signalling Brian's too much of a pain in the backside, what I want him to do is have a free update to the BML and East Coast Road where you get the Kima branch. And that way you can do London Victoria to Seaford and London Victoria to Eastbourne and that. Not too hard. Start trouble. Once he stopped trouble. Because I want to see the retirement of the Olympic. Hamden Park. I have a signal. What? Hamden Park. Not yet. So one of them does. And second page. That was for good signal. Can't wait for an Olympic. I think that's in 13 minutes. The retirement of Olympic. Doing this gives decent size live stream. do like drink some water too. Wasn't keen on the old menus. And the old menu. The old menu always seemed that. Yeah. Fine if you had a couple of DLCs, but if you like me picking up pretty much every DLC, then it was like, hang on a minute. How do I separate them all? Where with the new menu it's quite easy. I feel like I'm playing the old TSW2 because the old TSW because the menus are similar if you have both. Now that we stopped at Hamlin Park, now I just need a Eastbourne. Now I just need a Brighton service that stops at Glendon now. However long it is. Right. Never need to. Can't wait that. It's not sooner though. What? It's in 1102 or 1202. 1102. Boom, perfect timing. It's one that stops at the line. It's one that stops at the line as well. Front West. Top Front West. It's going to be Seaford. I'll go after that one. Once someone's signal 2 signal blocks ahead, we'll go. So it's 11, so it's 02 on 32. Brighton services from Eastbourne. see my save on the right. Can go to Britannic, you can dive to Britannic. Obviously you can't dive without you being in special suits and that, because it's not like you can dive in like to a swimming pool and that. It's like 400 odd feet and you want to come up for breath about 10 feet or so. Before you ask, yeah, we can raise the Britannic. Titanic, no. Unless we acting out and get the hull out, like bit by bit. And you know the wreck of the Titanic you see in the James Cameron film, that's the real thing. Because James Cameron did do a dive to Titanic when he was recording or filming the film Titanic. And there's some inaccuracies I can see, like take Jack and Rose out of the equation. To be fair, Jack's surname was the surname of one of the boiling men who died that night. Jack. Yeah. Joseph Dawson was one of the boiling men. Think if Titanic hit the iceberg head on, yeah, I do think people would have died. Don't get me wrong, some people may have died because of the impact, especially those that were asleep near the front. But those, well, you gotta think, back in 1912 though, we didn't have radar, so yeah, we do have lookouts on ships today for danger ahead. We also have like radar, sonar systems in place. To protect ships from like icebergs like that. And let's go from the Titanic to the Lusitania a minute. I want to give you a fact for the Lusitania. The Germans only sank her because they thought she was a ship that was carrying ammunition for the war effort. They did not know that she was a passenger ship, alright? So the captain of U-boat 20 was only following his orders. And really, if you're going to blame someone, you should blame the British government from the time. Which I understand, yeah, there was a state of war, but still, you should direct passenger ships away from the danger, not towards danger. That's why and that. not want to be Olympic. Having your home opened up for 2 of your watertight compartments, then get sank by a torpedo. Jeez, that ship. Certainly was reliable, unlike sister ship, where I say sinking of the Titanic and the Britannic were sheer accidents. Yeah, I do think if they did find the mine on that and told the Britannic there's a mine, then yeah, I do think she would have avoided it, the mine. But because now captain of the Britannic didn't know, well, probably knew that there was a mine somewhere, but didn't know where. It come like, yeah. And believe it or not, the Britannic suffered the same amount of damage as the Titanic in 3 watertight compartments. Britannic had fought and she still sank because she was in motion on that. That's when I build my replicas, I'll build my bulkheads as high as I can, pretty much the boat deck, which I'll have at the top deck. 9 decks, 800 and that, 800 odd feet. No, 9 decks, and I'm doing it to today's size of ships today, so I'm going to enlarge them, keep them with 9 decks, alright. Obviously they're going to be fuel powered instead of steam, with the funnels, but I don't have the funnels there. Obviously if you want to sail on them, unlike then a 1900 counterpart, are going to have Wi-Fi on board. Obviously you're going to have some like shops, cafes, restaurants on board, but you're going to have luxury like staterooms, stuff like that on my ships when I rebuild them. Let's try and call if I'm doing it again. Like I say though, obviously my Titanic obviously will have the coloration of the Olympic and Titanic I'm going to build. How far are we in? 57 minutes. Alright, so yeah. And all farther. Right. I'm riding this, and then we need that seafood service, which is going to be very fun. It's got a lot of waiting. So about an hour and a half, 2 hours. More nice houses. So yeah, more nice houses. Am I saying what Am I saying what approval? Hell yeah. Southeast gets my seal of approval. Yeah. Quite nice, actually, to have to live where electric stars dominate the area. I will go through all these branches. This way we can get like for the Bakerloo line. It's not really worth doing all the stations, because I can get a Howard Longstone service. Stops at all the stations, for Christ's sake. So yeah. At the minute doing a challenge live. You're the ogre father. You're talking to me, Dad, and you guys, so yeah. No, like I say, that's nice. They are real nice shadows. I was travelling in first class, and these just get a first class sticker, while others get a lot of stuff in first class. Well, 8, 10 seats. So yeah, it's 20 first class seats per 377 unit. First class bit here, and the first class bit here where we're sitting, you can see us there. Got 377, 456. Nice screenshot. Nice screenshot, Chin. A nice screenshot, Chin. Opportunity. Trying to get a nice screenshot opportunity. It's harder than it may seem. Got one. See? This is actually delayed. This was actually delayed by 5 minutes, which is thankful. So sometimes, because I had probably missed this one and had a bit to wait. Yeah, I cut my beard today. Now in 2 minutes now. So yeah. So it's going on. We're stopping that. Come on, we're stopping that. Yeah. Right there. Come on, there. Almost. Shot like train like in there. Thing is though, you have to time it right. Soon. I'll get back to here. Yeah. Definitely stopping up Pongate. No, not Pongate, Gang Island. Didn't stop up Barrack. Gets probably about an hour on each service. Yeah. Hour and 5 minutes, we've managed to reach Gang Island. Can't believe it took us an hour to reach Gang Island. And most of the trains so far, we haven't had to wait that long. Hey up, driver. Driver. Driver, let me out. Just gotta get back into my first class seat. Yeah, first class entrance mode 2. Like, if you're traveling first class like me, you can go say hi to the driver. There's a bug with the game. It's YouTube music anyway. Don't care. YouTube. So what I can do is edit and mute any like music out. Even if it means to re-upload of this. But I can mute all the music out. But leave game audio intact and my audio intact. Tell me. Please do not tell me that's Seaford service. Please do not tell me that's Seaford service. Wisdom all the way over there. That's Seaford service. That's all the part before was. Done 8. Please don't say that's departing. Stay there. If you're a Seaford service, stay there. Bet you that one is Seaford.
Okay guys, the day is finally here to conclude the story of the Titanic sister ship, the RMS Olympic. This will be the final episode of the Olympic Timeline series, and for those of you
Those were, say, all service better.
I'm anticipating that video to release probably sometime next week, so just stand by for that. Alright guys, well hey, without any further ado, let's begin the final episode of the story of the Titanic sister ship, the RMS. When we last left the RMS Olympic, the ship had just collided with the flagship in New York Harbor in the year 1934. And although the Olympic wasn't that badly damaged, even activists felt that the future wasn't looking too bright for this vessel. You see, in the year 1934, the Great Depression was still well underway, and the entire world was facing economic hardships. And this, of course, was also felt by the White Star Line in the Canard. Now, in order to combat this, both companies decided that they wanted to build these brand new, massive vessels, but they did not have the financial means to do so. So both the White Star Line and the Canard Line went to the British government, and they both attempted to get a loan so they could complete these vessels. The British government agreed to do this on one condition, that both the White Star Line and the Canard Line would merge together and form a brand new company called the Canard Line. Now, at the time of the merger, the Canard Line was in much better operational and financial state than the White Star Line. So the Canard Line would end up owning a majority of this new company. More specifically, the Canard Line would own 62% of the new White Star Company, while the White Star Line would only own 30%. So basically, that's when the Canard Line would be pretty much in charge.
Right, then for next connection, see if now that one maybe. Shit, that was got half an hour's wet, guys.
Now, the agreement to merge the Canard Line with the White Star Line was officially completed on May 10, 1934. However, it would still be another year or so before the Olympic was officially retired. In that time, the vessel continued to operate in the transport England. However, this vessel never regained the popularity that it once had. The Olympic was withdrawn from transatlantic service on the 5th of April, 1931, and this was also the day she left New York City for the West. She returned to Britain and she would get laid up in Southampton while the company considered what to do with it. Now, even though I stated earlier that the Canard White Star Company wasn't active in any of the ships, it does seem like they were somewhat concerned with the fate of the Olympic. Because even though this ship definitely wasn't as popular as it used to be, the ship still did have some popularity among the public, because this ship was the sister ship of the ill-fated Titanic. You see, I believe that in the 1930s, the public saw the Olympic like we see the Queen Mary today. The Queen Mary is a huge tourist attraction, but among ocean liner enthusiasts, the Queen Mary is like the ship you see. In fact, the Olympic. So several ideas were vessels wanted to do. And if Canard White Star actually considered moving the ship operational and using it for some purpose, they had one of those vessels. I can imagine if they actually used the Olympic for some purpose. Maybe have this vessel and keep this vessel around as well. Is that the thing you see?
Scott, just in 20 minutes, we'll finish off getting all the collectibles at once.
So honestly, the future isn't looking very good. It would be another 5 months before the ultimate fate of the Olympic was decided. During that time, the Canard White Star Company couldn't find anybody who was willing to take on the task of preserving the ship. So with no other plans in the works for the future of the Olympic, it was ultimately decided that the vessel would be demolished. So, around 5 months after the ship arrived, the Olympic was then told to proceed to the city of Jura, where a shipbreaking yard awaited it. Here, the Olympic would be demolished and broken up, and her steel and other valuables would be sold for scrap. Now, while it is very sad that the Olympic would eventually be scrapped and demolished, the vessel arriving in the city of Jura would bring work for over 100,000 workers who were suffering from economic hardship due to the Great Depression. So while it is a very sad end to one of the most famous ships in history, just think about how much of a blessing the arrival of this ship was for the 100,000 workers who were suffering due to the Great Depression. So yeah, while I really do hate the fact that this famous ship was scrapped, I can totally understand why it happened. And ultimately, I do think that this was the right decision. Because what would you rather have if you lived during those hard times? Would you rather have an old ship just sitting in the harbor not doing anything? Or would you rather have this ship come to the shipbreaking and then have the scrapping process of this ship provide work to 100,000 people? You have to remember these people were struggling just to put food on the table for their families. So just think about what that must have meant to all of those families when this ship arrived before them. So while it is a very sad end to the story of the Olympic, I ultimately think it was the goal. There is an incredible video that was filmed at the time of the scrapping of the Olympic that talks about all this, and I'm not going to be appropriate to put it into this video. So what you're about to see is a real video taken of the Olympic during the time of the scrapping. So I'm going to play that for you right now.
She should have sank that day. I'm sorry, Nymph should have sank. Then we still have two thing class. One we can bring up, another if you want to bring up, good luck. It's not deteriorated. Cheers. Britannic's in a much better condition than the sister ship Titanic, because with Britannic you've got sea life in her, coral, and that. So all of that contradicts. If the Olympic Sun did sink, then yeah. If she went down like the Britannic, she'd have been home. If she went down like the Titanic, she'd have broken half. It's a bit like, I got a what if question here. What if the Britannic sank in 2 miles of water and she suffered what the Titanic did? Like, she had more coal on her port side than the starboard side. One thing what happens that she just survived for, she had 6 water compartments, reaching like Titanic. I think she may have sank, depending how the hull was. If it was a bit like Titanic where it was scattered, then yeah, I think, yeah, she would have. But if it was a slice, like she did with the mine, then I think she would have sank even with the bulkheads. And I think she'd have lasted 2 hours 40 minutes. And she'd have broken half between the second and the third funnel. Queen Victoria. Hey, we're getting Victoria Station in Transmore 2. Running Victoria Station. It's not in the becoming underneath Charing Cross. Do you have Paddington in Train to Mud 2? So yeah, Titanic. She's one of the most famous ships, if not the most famous ship in the world. I've forgotten to using the Olympic or Britannic. I think it's out of the three, it was the Olympic, then the Titanic, then the Britannic, famously. That's what would have happened. Then if Titanic didn't sink with his sister ship, yeah, I think Titanic would have been scrapped. Then Britannic would have been the most famous. And when she was being built, 3 months after Titanic started and that, or how long they spaced them out, I don't know now, since COVID struck and that. I haven't been into shipbuilding. I haven't seen how many months from one ship to its sister ship it's built. The original name, like this is the name after reaping and that, after her name Britannic was decided, it was going to be called the Royal Mail ship Britannic or RMS Britannic. Been like her sister ships of the RMS Titanic and the RMS Olympic. But that changed at her completion, near her completion in 1915. Remember this year, about 11 months old she sank. It's about December 1915 she enters Britannic, and because of the merger and because of what happened on that with Titanic and my Chromebooks now don't want to work. Never get a Chromebook. They never work. Chromebooks never work. If you want my advice, never get a blinking Chromebook. If you really want my advice, never ever 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 get a Chromebook. They are the worst to get. I see them advertised a lot, and it's not why advertised. They are no workhorses. Like all the freaking time. That's nice. PS4 one's more likely than a blooming Chromebook. And yet PS4 doesn't like being on. It's not throws wobbling when it's on by heat. The PC's throwing wobbling at the minute, but its heat sink out. Lions pinning the crane box. The piece of crap that should never be sold. Yeah. Got to keep this going. I know one game I want to come to console, and that's the bus. Fits for console. Tourist bus, no, shouldn't be on console. Not into tourist bus. One to my phone bus, to my tourist bus. One to my Omzi on my bus in 21. Then tourist bus. Waiting for a seafood service. Yours may be different depending if you did seafood branch then the Eastbourne branch. Or you may get a different time, you may be able to do it in about an hour and a half. Well, that's out the window. We're nearly an hour and a half in and yet we've still got 10 minutes waiting, so it's going to be about an hour 40 minutes before we even get on a train. Then however long it takes to Seaford, which got South East, New Haven Town, New Haven Harbour. So we've got South East, New Haven Town, New Haven Harbour, Bishopstone and Seaford, and then I'll be knocking off streaming. And if I made that sooner connection, then yeah, we probably have done this. Hour 28 minutes, alright? Yeah, some of you may be able to do it in that time. Depending if you get straight on a Seaford service or not. If you're going straight on a Seaford service, you can go straight to Seaford. You have three options: go straight to Eastbourne, then double back to Lewis on a service that stops at the station if you didn't manage to stop at on the way to Eastbourne, and get a Seaford service, then stay on it, and then go up to Seaford, and back down to turn off the two you missed at the start. Or you can do what I done. Right, these are the fun two options. Do what I've done, getting us shuttle, then an eastbourne service, then double back. Or getting us shuttle and wait for a Seaford service, if one's before an eastbourne service, by the time you get here, and then go to Seaford, then double back, then go back and forth wherever. Yeah. That train's getting ready to. It's getting ready to depart on its way to Brighton. This is coming from Brighton, obviously, where I started. Right, if you're starting at Seaford, go all the way to Brighton, and double back from Brighton to go to like Eastbourne. You can do what I've done, like get a Seaford service to here, go to Eastbourne service from here to Eastbourne, then come back, do the stops you didn't do from Lewis to Eastbourne on that service, and then get off here and then get a Lewis shuttle. There are only your two options. There's three options. That will go straight to Brighton and straight to Eastbourne and double back to Lewis. Or you can start at Eastbourne and get a train all the way to Brighton, getting Lewis shuttle, then a Seaford, then back to Lewis, then get a train stopping at the ones at the stops you didn't stop at on your way to Eastbourne initially. Like for me, we're back at Lewis, we've done all 8 stops. Brighton, London Road, Brighton, Malmescoombe, Falmer, Lewis, Blind, Pongate, Hamden, Berwick, Pongate, Hamden, Park, and Eastbourne. 10. No. Brighton, London Road, Brighton, Malmescoombe, Falmer, Lewis, Blind, Berwick, Pongate, Southsea, Newhaven Town, Newhaven Harbour, Bishopstone, and Seaford. It's taken me 1 hour 30 odd minutes so far to do 10. Yeah. For 6, 1 over 10 minutes. But obviously some of you do it quicker, depending on what service you do, depending what way you go about it. And it's what time you spawn in it, wherever and that, and how long you have to wait. Because like, if you're like me but managed to get into Lewis before that Seaford service, let me know. Because I think that Seaford service was running a little bit earlier. Still waiting to go to Seaford and look. Yeah. May I've heard a horn. That's because I live near a DB Shankar I live near the depot at Toton. I live near there. So yeah. DB could give you what country? DB took over English, Scottish and Welsh runway or EWS. English, Welsh, Scottish runway stands for. And DB took over, which is Deutsche Bahn. So it's Deutsche Bahn Schenker, the rail operator in UK, Team Red, Team Green, Team Orange. What's the other one? So you got Freightliner, Deutsche Bahn Schenker, Currents Rail, and direct rail services. Yeah, I thought they were a bunny team. 3 minutes. Do not recommend doing what I've just done. So I want the next 3 minutes to come off. Just a minute after. You know what? I recommend going above that footbridge. Not doing what I've done. We're at Lewis Station. Like I say to you guys, it's depending. You can do this in real life or on Train Simulator 2 - Train Simulator 2020, depending on what game you have. Some of you may not get Train Simulator 2, I don't know if it's still easy to. The mainline release. Just some wait for the enhanced timetable and the Baconly line, which will come, I hope, Rivet does a better job at the timetable than Dovetail, because it's sparse with Dovetail. Rivet does better, and it's sparse on the Island line. With that, because back when the Island line released, it was running at a 20 and 40 minute frequency. So what you'd do is have a 20-minute gap. So like you'll have 20 minutes, then 40 minutes. Then 10 minutes then has been added onto the 20-minute frequency from the 40. So then that got it twice an hour, so yeah. Oh, then once we get to Seaford, that is us done, and I'll tell you how long it took. You've got quite a lot of ways to do it, like the way I've done it, those that I've explained. Then there's even more. You can even go direct to Eastbourne and take full stops on your way back. There are quite a lot of ways to do it. But my way's the best way on doing it. My ways, I said, the best ways to do it. So like I say, I went to Eastbourne, then double back on myself, ticking off the 2 stops that you couldn't do. one of Anna Egner to seafood. Oh man, I cannot tell you how tired it is just sat. Can't tell you how tiring this is doing what I've just done. Yeah, I've just been sat here looking at the screen, but tell you what. Let me see. Oh, Father Ogre, behave. Is he calling me an ogre now? Yeah, I've got a gnome downstairs and a lazy ogre downstairs. I've got a lazy ogre and a gnome downstairs. No, so I said a lazy ogre, aka my brother, and Mum, aka the gnome. My mum's the gnome. My mum is the house gnome. My father is the ogre, the family ogre, and then my ogre is lazy. My brother. Oh, I am cruel to my family. To be fair, you should see what they do. Complain about the lack of money and then you can't sort it out. Red on my PS4 is. I'm not half ogre, half gnome. You're half ogre, half toilet gnome, father. So I'll tell him he's half ogre, half toilet gnome. You're ogre, father. After the stream, I'll go see Gas Station Simulator on console. Let me go look at my chat. Then 2 hours I can go. Listen to me. Silence. Since watching my East Coast Railway Station challenge. Yeah, so I'm trying to say it's the quickest time. Obviously, let me know your times to beat. Because my score will be the one to beat unless you do it. So obviously I'll put my time. So yeah guys, I do hope you are enjoying. Well, now on our final train, which is 377469. So 377432 458, and I'm not sure the other one, and the 469. And I wasn't sure the one that took us to the right to Eastbourne. It would take longer if you are doing it in your own life. Obviously, if you're doing it in your own life, you can't go to Hastings or you can't go up that way. You are only limited to Eastbourne. To go to Eastbourne to keep it fair for those that don't live on that route or have not Trenton 2 on that. For them place, for those that got East Coast Way on for Trenton Road, dash Trenton Road 2, both Trenton Roads. Get to East. Get me to Seaford. Just get me to Seaford. Obviously, don't get me wrong, New Haven Marina would have counted if it was an active station of the service. The New Haven Marine then would then have been accounted. Obviously, there's 15 stations today in the quickest time. So what you could, obviously, I don't recommend doing it that way, otherwise you might get in. It's depending if you can get that early Seaford train. Thing that's playing up. YouTube's playing me up. Thing's not playing me up. Not playing me up. It's not will play me up. Hiya, Cranebrook, wakey wakey. Cranebrook's playing up. Playing me.
We have new screenshots of the Brighton mainline and the 1938 stock by Rivet Games. These actually appeared in the roadmap stream. Big thanks to Ethan for letting me know as I wasn't able to watch it in the end. Yeah, awesome screenshots here. It says we are closer to the release of both of these DLCs. I reckon they might actually release very similar to them. I'll have to wait and see.
Oh, you know, Zara, by the way, hey, if it's the case, I might need like that. As we don't know the release date of Bright Mainline yet, nor the 38 stock, I suspect they will release on the same night. I reckon this week we get the preview, the next week we get the release of the BML. I reckon.
Fast line there, and then yeah, one from the fast line, the quarry line and the Red Hill line, probably just south of Coulston South. I think you can see the slow one there. And yeah, the 28 good ones, probably a slow one.
I'm not a gnome! I'm too tall to be a gnome. Seaford and end, I'd say. Good Seaford and end my live stream. Not clear off stream for the night. Oh my days! My Chromebook! They are the worst things ever! Who invented them? I want them! I want to know who invented the Chromebook. Whoever they are the worst developers ever.
Version 1.2 is currently in public beta, which means anyone can access it, but it's still got plenty of bugs. That's more bugs than 1.1 had. It wasn't supposed to stay in the game in the mod anyway.
Bishop Stone Beach Haunt, abandoned.
2.2's public betas.
Father Armand.
Rails on the left. Select properties. Select betas again on the left. And change the drop down.
Oh, when you think you're big enough.
Change it to public beta builds, it automatically installs the latest public beta.
Dude, covering on. There's 16 stations, one that you can't visit unless you spawn there.
Automatically convert all of the old double track into parallel single tracks, so you won't lose any track, everything should still work. However, there won't be any signals, so it's a bit of a toss up as to whether any of your trains will move. I recommend backing up the save before opening it in a new version. That's good practice in any game and with any update. So, to back up in Nibby Reels World, you have to locate the saves folder. For me, I have no idea if this is normal, but this is where it is for me. The save folder is in my C drive, in users, my user profile, then saved games. All you do right, the developer of Nibby Reels, and then Nibby Reels, and you can see all of these Rails 5 files, which I've got made to open in Notepad++, but that doesn't really work, are in these almost save files. There's also the mods folder, which is empty, but there you go. I guess that's for mods that aren't on Steam, or future stuff or something. So to take it back up, you effectively just copy and paste the file you want to back up to somewhere else, such as the desktop. So currently on my desktop I have my file for my Little UK launch, just in case it breaks when I open it in the new version. Then if you want to restore it, you just have to put it back in this folder, overwrite the copy that's already in there, and you're done. One of the major features of 1.2 is the ability to build in single track. So by default now, the tracks are single. You can just build single tracks. You can also toggle parallel tracks with the 2 times button. This allows you to build 2 parallel tracks, so this is what we originally had, and you can also build diamond crossovers like this, and they just work, so that's nice. It also means we can now have left-hand traffic, because this is effectively 2 single tracks, so you can go both directions on. So there's no limitation on which
Nah.
To help with this, all of the stations
Which are ringing about debrief.
create a double track station with auto-appending scissor intersections at the end, which you probably only want to as a terminus, but you can do it anyway. And also auto-appends block signals. So build it out and say build all blueprints just so I can see it a bit clearer. It's got 2 tracks, scissor intersections and the signals. If I were to toggle the LR drive on left right, build along blueprints, you can see the signals on the other side now. Realistically you can just move the signals at will, but that saves you a bit of time if you do it this way. The other thing I've noticed in building is that all of the station constraints, not being able to overlap stations, God, you can just do what you like with it now. Which is a lot nicer for building compact, lots of platform stations in small spaces. With regards to branches, basically all restrictions have been removed. So if I turn off double track, go back to single track, I've got my here, turn into branch, and it seems to work. If I make some really short segments, previously these segments would have been way too short to consider the end of the branch. Now, just do it wherever. You still sometimes get, especially for branch, sometimes it's
Right.
just moves the
Let's pause this. Stop. It took me 1 hour, 56 minutes and 12 seconds. You may get a quicker time depending on how you go about it. That's if you do it my way.
Signals also being re-added. Those few places, the earliest versions, remember there were originally signals. They were all transferred in place whenever you had a branch on the track, and basically nowhere else. All of the blocks are stopped out at some level. If you had several branches close together, the signals would interlock together, 2 trains would not see each other, but when it actually interfered, ended up getting stuck. And so signals were removed from and it was just a train stopping if there was one in that way. They've now been massively reworked. In addition to automatically placing at stations, which is tolerable, you can also manually place them anywhere. So if I use the new signal tool in Sig, use the signal block, and say I've got a signal,
That was
and
quite nice.
shift to place in the other direction,
That was quite nice.
it works fine. You can also move the signal
Fun.
with the e-sig tool and just drag it along.
Probably need to become notifications of the stations and additionally services include
It allows you to set trackers one way, so you can see I've done that next to the station, so trains always leave on the right line. It means they actually use the crossover properly. There's a
So yeah, thank you all for coming in, and I'll see you in the next one.
typically already placed automatically on the platform.